Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are once again rocking with your one and only host, the Astro Guru. It is July 2nd, and you are once again watching Astroteric TV. Now, seeing as I haven't been posting a lot lately and whatnot, and of course it's always because of the troubles and tribulations of life, then let's explain why. Through knowledge, experience. So, I was experiencing distractions and I was becoming distracted. Now, somewhere amidst me being distracted, I was, watching one of my favorite tarot readers, and it's only right that I shout her out because I feel as if she just helped usher me into a new milestone in YouTube history. So shouts out to High Vibe Healing Tarot. Like, feel me, the tarot reader, High Vibe Healing. Follow the channel if you like. She does plenty of readings for Virgo. Yeah, I'm from that speaker constellation. But I'm so elated right now. Like, I'm so happy. So her, like, this is exactly why I had to do this video, because her making a post and responding to my post that was genuinely and wholeheartedly, feel me, placed in her comments. What's now happened is she's helped me break through my distractions. Like, it's like, like positivity. Like, it's like you see people in the movies sometimes where they think they're not gonna make it, like they running for the door and then they slide up under it, or you got the person trying to help, like, hold the door up. It's like when I was running into this YouTube world just now, she was holding the door up and I just slid up under. So it just kicked me into a whole second gear of like, yo, you know what? Maybe I have made it. Maybe I have found my soul tribe, because that's what I've been looking for quite some time. Just, various and different members. And of course, I encounter members of my soul tribe from time to time, and sometimes we fall out of touch. But what has just now happened is we've tapped into knowing where someone from my soul tribe or our soul tribe could possibly be at all times through this thing we call the internet. But it's a beautiful thing to not be ignored, especially on this social media world where, I honestly, in my head, she's a celebrity. I'll say that. In my head, she's a celebrity. So for her to actually reach out or respond to a comment that I made, and of course, I wasn't like shooting no shot or none of that. She just said she'd like to do a video on free will. And knowing what we speak about on this channel, we speak about free will and the convoluted conundrum of things a lot. We speak about God's will, the will, your will, like all the way down to someone's last will and testament. Like, these things are astroterically connected. And I just decided to use this platform as a place where we could break it down and put it all back together. And truthfully, I've had a lot of time on my hands lately, so it should be a lot easier for me to jump right in, make you guys a video, and go back to living my peaceful life. However, as I said, sometimes I get distracted. Sometimes, I get caught in the rapture or in the rut of things. Sometimes, I don't really like to call him the devil, but I don't have another word for him right now that I'd like to use. So the devil still attacks me in different ways, mentally, physically, emotionally. So I may not be the best person at virtually anything. I'm just trying to be the best me. And the thing about being that is you're gonna get distracted when on the path of purposefulness. You're gonna get distracted because it's a lonely road. Like, you gotta understand, on this journey, I don't have the luxury of my best friend knowing and experiencing what I'm going through. I don't have the luxury of the comfort of family members to back me in my knowledge. I don't have a supporting cast, if you will, so to say, in the physical realm to soothe my inner child when I feel like throwing a tantrum. But what I do have is the fortitude to move forward with growth happily as I navigate these things. And as I navigate these things, I find that my aura and my energy can stretch a lot further than where I'm sitting right now. So, just upon waking up this morning, I spoke to my sister for about an hour and some change. That interaction alone lets me know that I'm loved. Like, I have to be. It's no way possible that I can't be. Now, just as that vibration is positive, partially why I'm distracted even in this very second is because I'm adamant normally about keeping up with the days and things, but somewhere, somehow, about 2 to 3 days ago, my mother's birthday, July 30th, had come. And as of right now, I still have not called her and told her happy belated birthday. And that's kind of eating me up. Now, I'm going to make it a point to call my mother after this video because that's partially why we get distracted as well. If you be too good, the world will eat you up. But if you be too bad, you'll eat yourself up. So now, here I am, feeling some type of way about a phone call that I didn't make, that I can still make. So, I need to make that phone call. Now, in the same token, I also needed to end the distractions. So, once again, I want to thank High Vibe Healing for helping me shake it off. Because now I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my zone. I'm back moving accordingly to the forces of nature. I'm back moving according to oneness. And it just, that easily a switch can be flipped. So I also want to say that it's never just over. Like, that's why you can't give up. It's never over for you. That's why they say better late than never. But as I said, I definitely want to give a shout out to High Vibe Healing. And I don't care if you have a reason to or not. Go to her page, like, comment, subscribe, as well as mine. But yeah, I've been kind of distracted. So Astroteric apparel.bigcartel.com. We're back selling clothes. We definitely back maneuvering, back moving, shaking, and you need some t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, sweatshirts, socks, things like that. We can have that shipped to you, no problem. If you need something customized, we can do that for you, no problem. I will definitely be back posting more videos on my channel because I feel like I can go harder than I've been. I can be a lot more productive in this realm, especially since, once again, like I said, I've got a lot more time on my hands now. I'm no longer punching the clock as we speak. And even that story's a little fishy, but it's all right. Like I said, we just roll with the punches. We know what we want to do, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to take our eye off the prize. We're not going to take our eye off the prize. So, with that being said, when becoming undistracted, it can seem as if it's very tumultuous, or it can seem as if it'd be very hard to do, or as if there's something blocking you. And when being distracted, what we have to do is get out of our own way. So, I'm not talking about anyone individually, but I'm talking about a culmination of people. I'm talking about groups. I'm talking about, think of every person that's at the club, strip club, things like that. Now, is there anything wrong with celebrating? Is there anything wrong with having a good time? Is there anything wrong with popping bottles? No. But when that's what you live your life for, it becomes a distraction. That's when you are now distracting yourself from your purpose. Because I'm not saying that the club can't be positive. It can be very positive, especially if you closing a business deal. You know, you want to help some, you signing an artist or something like that, or whatever it is that you want to do. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Shit, if there was no such thing as strippers, then there'd be no such thing as men going to the strip club. If there's no men going to the strip club, there's a lot of women that don't get to live the lifestyle that they want to live, or they don't get their bills paid or whatnot, because honest to God, stripping or whatnot is a talent. It's a sexual / sensual art. It's just when we abuse these things, when we abuse our powers, then we wind up distracted and we wind up confused with the "how did I get here" face. Like, oh, now you gotta have introspection. You gotta sit back and introspect, look into yourself, and how your actions could have been different within a situation, or within any and every situation. So, at the age that I am now, I like to approach things from the prevention department. I know if I prevent a bad time from happening, or if I prevent certain things from happening, like, i.e., we know if I got security patting everybody down at the door, and he's actually an upstanding security and he's holding true to his job, then there should be no weapons that can potentially kill somebody just lingering out and about in my place of entertainment. So with that being said, you've taken the necessary precaution. Now, can people bypass security, things like that? Yes. But that's why you have to be adamant about certain things, because you're never really safe. You can only take the precautions to be safe, to make yourself safer than you were already, in which we know that you can never really be safe, so you never really are safe. And if you never really are safe, that's why we're taking the necessary precautions to be safer. Makes sense? Makes sense? It's like you can't make sure that a bullet don't hit you, but you can wear a vest. So, with that being said, this is how we prevent ourselves from doing things like getting distracted, by knowing thyself and knowing what situations are and aren't for you. Now, sometimes the things that we want in our heart don't align with our goals. So, if I, in my heart, know I only make $300 a week, then I, in my head, know, well, let me rephrase that. If I, in my head, know that I only make $300 a week, then I can't feel, it doesn't make sense for me to feel like I'm rich. You understand? Because if I feel like I'm rich with only $300 in my pocket every week, and I get to go to the club, buy a pair of sneakers, and smoke some weed, and that's all I want out of life, then I'm never gonna reach any further than that. Or when it's time to make $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, I'll tell myself I'm scared. And nobody wants to do that. But it's not that you want to do that, it's that your behavior has been telling the universe that that's what you want. So until you change your behavior to align with your thoughts, you won't feel correctly. Or unless you align your thoughts with your feelings, you won't behave correctly to obtain your goals, to be able to accomplish them. It's called alignment for a reason. It's just like your car. After a certain amount of time of using your car, just like a certain amount of time of using your thoughts and your feelings, you're gonna have to align them. You have to take some time, sit down, sit back, meditate, understand what your distractions are, not get distracted, cut the bad fruit off of the tree, sever ties with certain people and whatnot. And it's not that you're being mean, it's not that you hate anybody. It's just that you've been distracted. And as the pendulum swings, you will become distracted again, whether it be by the same thing or by something else. But these things are pivotal in your life and in your growth, in your experience, in your journey back to oneness, in your journey to freedom. That's pretty much what's going on here. You got to ride the roller coaster. And the better you ride the roller coaster, the more fun it will become. But I just wanted to place that in you guys' psyche, plant that seed, and also wanted to tell High Vibe Healing, thanks for the agreement, and we'll definitely link and I guess produce this video. We've planted a seed, we've set a spark, and now we can bring this to fruition. But I'm about to go figure out what else I gotta do. I gotta send somebody clothes to them today, so I need to make sure I do that before the post office closes. See you later. Take care.